I don't know why I'm out of breath. Okay. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I've never really done this, but I'm excited to. I had someone suggest that I do this, and so what we're gonna be doing today is going to my local farmer's market. I have included it in some videos before, but today's video is just all about the farmer's market. I'm gonna be going there and picking up some different ingredients. I think we're also gonna get some smash burgers. We've been craving them and on the lookout for them for the past couple weeks, and we haven't had them. So if you've also followed me on like Instagram and stuff, you know that this food truck by us makes the best smash burgers. Anyway though, we might be getting those today. I'm gonna be getting a good haul, and then I'm gonna come home and share everything. And then I'm just gonna show you the different recipes that I make using all the ingredients from the farmer's market. So I thought this would be fun to just include you in this. It's something that really brings me a lot of joy each week. I don't go every single weekend, but throughout the summer we have a farmer's market that's pretty close to us, and it is just the best. There are so many great options, and I've made so many great connections, and it's just been a really awesome thing for our community. So anyway, we're heading there now. We're gonna walk there actually, and then grab some different things, and I'll be back to share everything that we picked up. One of the reasons that we moved to this area, and just one of my favorite parts of this area, is that it's walking distance to a lot of different events and things, so it's always nice that we can walk to the market. We do usually try to get there as early as possible because it gets pretty busy, and my favorite sourdough right here always sells out. But we made it in time today to get a loaf. Then this is where I get Adam's favorite hot sauce. They've got a bunch of different mushrooms, hot sauces, granola. He's tried every flavor of hot sauce. Today I'm grabbing his favorite one though. I haven't gotten anything from this candy stand before, but I couldn't pass up the SpongeBob. Then this one is Wanda Farms, which is where I always get eggs. They usually have a deal for 3 dozen for $20. I didn't get anything this time from here, but they have really little crunchy cookies that I enjoy, so I grab those from time to time. There are a few different farm stands that have produce. This one, they come from Michigan, and they've got so many good options. I have really been enjoying getting stuff from them, especially the sweet corn lately because it's in season now. I actually didn't grab any flowers because we were walking back and I had too much to carry, but I usually get a bouquet of these to treat myself. They are so beautiful. Then here's the jerky stand where we always buy jerky, and then my favorite is Mama Bear macarons, and she's got this cute little decoration now. I guess not really little, it's this giant macaron, but I need one of these in my house. But I was definitely going to get some of these today because they're my favorite sweet treat. Then once we got everything on our list, it was time to eat some smash burgers, and we decided to just eat them there because they've got tables set up and it was much easier than trying to carry this back. So it's a smash burger patty with bacon, Havarti cheese, and then it's got some chipotle mayo, and the best part, which is the bacon jam. I love this stuff. It just makes the burger. Their fries are also really, really good too. They put a rosemary sea salt on them, and it's just the perfect saltiness and goes so well with the burger. So after we finished up eating, we went ahead and walked back home. And then I always enjoy laying everything out and just looking at all the goodies that I got. I really am grateful for such a great local farmers market. It's so awesome to be able to support local small businesses and see people that are just so passionate about what they do. And it's honestly just exciting to have all these goodies for the week now. Okay, so we just got back from the market. The walk back was definitely harder than the walk there, I think because we were carrying everything, and it definitely started to heat up outside. But I'm happy with everything that we got today, so I was just gonna quickly run through it. Okay, so the first thing, we got some fresh blueberries, which these will be really nice to have for like yogurt bowls and stuff like that, but I'm also planning to do French toast in this video, so I'm gonna use the blueberries for that, as well as some sourdough bread, which this is my favorite. We get it every time we go, and so I sometimes switch up. I get the whole wheat one, but today I just got the white sourdough bread. I was happy to see that they had sweet corn, so I grabbed some of this that I'll do some corn salsa with, and then I may even grill some of it up as well. I also grabbed a bunch of sweet peppers, so these have been really good from there lately. And then from a different farm stand, I grabbed some cilantro for that corn salsa, and then a zucchini just because I wanted to round it up to $5. So got this. Adam specifically asked me to grab this Firebomb hot sauce from RVR Mushrooms, which is the place that we went and saw a tour of their mushroom farm. So grabbed him one of these. He just puts this on everything. And then this is actually one of Trevor's favorites. This is the Sweet Belly peppered beef jerky. He likes this flavor the most. Sometimes we'll buy, she has like 5 for $25 and you can get 5 different flavors, but I think we all agree that this one's actually one of our favorites. So it's just a nice snack to have. It's a really good texture and taste and everything. It's so flavorful. Okay, this is something random. There was like a freeze-dried candy stand and they had marshmallow pops, and I hadn't seen the SpongeBob one before, so I just had to grab that just for fun. And then the last thing, no, that's not the last thing, but I did grab some eggs. So we got 3 dozen eggs. These are just the best. I use them for a bunch of different recipes, so I'll definitely be using them for this video. I think I might even do like an egg bake with the sweet peppers or something. And then the last thing, some macarons, which are my favorite from my favorite macaron lady. She's got the best stuff. It's Mama Bear Max. And I got marshmallow and Superman flavor today. So the Superman is meant to be like Superman ice cream, and it's got marshmallow, lemon, and cherry and bubble gum. So I'm excited to try those. But that's everything that we got from the farmer's market today. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and share some of the recipes that I make with these ingredients. Okay, here's what's left of my SpongeBob marshmallow pop. I've just been taking a bite out of it every once in a while, and it's so good. It's a freeze-dried marshmallow, so it honestly tastes like Lucky Charms, the marshmallows in it, but even better. So I've really been enjoying this. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to show how I use some of the ingredients that I get from my local farmer's market. So I want a snack right now, and I've been craving corn salsa, especially with fresh sweet corn, now that it's in season. So I've got 3 ears of corn. I think I'm just gonna use 3 and see how much it makes, because I kind of want to grill the other 3 that I got. But I'm just gonna scrape it off the cob and put it into a bowl. I did grab some cilantro from the market as well, so I'm gonna chop up some of this. This is definitely too much for the batch I'm gonna be making, so I'll probably save some and maybe make a small batch of like pico de gallo or just some other salsa. And then I didn't get a jalapeno from the market. I actually just grabbed this from our garden. So this is our first one of the year, and it smells pretty strong. I don't know how hot it'll be, but I'm excited to chop this up and use it. And then I didn't get red onion at the market because I knew I had one that I needed to use. So I'm gonna chop this up as well. And then just a little bit of lime juice. So I pretty much just put all the ingredients into the bowl and mix it up, add a little bit of salt, and that will be my corn salsa. It's really quick and easy to make, and it is gonna be so good with the fresh sweet corn. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it really quick. I decided to make a smaller batch of corn salsa today, so I just used half of the sweet corn that I got. I just shuck it and try to get the little stringies off, then I wash the corn, and then using a knife, I just carefully scrape it off. I started out just doing it on the cutting board and I was making a mess, so it's much easier to just put it in the bowl like this, but it is sweet corn, so if you want to cook it first, you can to kind of tone down the sweetness. I just honestly prefer it uncooked for this salsa. I feel like it's got the perfect crispiness and juiciness to it, but I add some salt and lime juice. And I don't add too much at first. I usually will just mix a little bit in and then kind of give it a taste test and add more as I go. But I'm chopping up some red onion. And because I did a little bit less corn than normal, I had to put less red onion. So I had some left over that I just put in a container to use for recipes later. Then I just chopped up some of the fresh cilantro that I got from the market, as well as the jalapeno that I grabbed from my garden. Sometimes I will use my vegetable chopper to just make the veggies a little bit more uniform, but right now I'm just making this for me and a small batch, so I'm just chopping it up with a knife. Then I just mix it all together and give it a taste test to make sure it doesn't need any more salt or lime juice, and that's it. It's always great as a snack with pretzels or tortilla chips, but I also really like to use it on tacos and different like chipotle bowls or rice bowls. It adds a lot of flavor and freshness. Then moving along, we are starting up the French toast bake. So I didn't want to use this whole loaf of sourdough. I actually decided to keep the middle chunk of it for sandwiches. It's always helpful to kind of pre-slice some bread slices like this, but right now I'm just chopping this up for the French toast bake. So I didn't want too small of cubes. You can change the size of them. I kind of like when they're a little bit chunkier, but I just slice up the bread into cubes like this, and I just toss it into this big baking dish. I got this one from IKEA, and I just love it so much. So I use it when I make little like casseroles and stuff like this, but I sprayed it with some nonstick spray and add the bread. Then in a bowl, I add some fat-free Fairlife milk as well as some of the eggs that I got from the market. Then for a little bit of sweetness, I add some of this bourbon vanilla honey, which I actually got from the market, not this past time, but they are always there as well. I mix that in with a splash of vanilla and then a little bit of coconut brown sugar, and this I usually just buy at Fresh Thyme. Then I add a good amount of cinnamon and whisk it all together really well. The honey's kind of solidified in there, so you just have to make sure to mix it to combine it fully before adding it to the bread. So once the liquid mixture is all combined, I just pour it over the sourdough. Then I put on a pair of gloves and I just kind of mix it around. You could see I take the bread and kind of squeeze it so it soaks up the liquid like a sponge. And I just continue to do this until most of the liquid is absorbed. Then I'm adding some of the fresh blueberries that I got. I also just use my hand to kind of mix those in so that they're evenly distributed, and then I put some more on top. I also like to top it with some type of like cinnamon sugar or something, so today I'm using this buttery cinnamon roll Flavor God seasoning, and I just put a good amount on top before I pop it in the oven. I have the oven preheating to 350, so I pop that in, and then we're doing breakfast for dinner actually, so I'm making us some scrambled eggs to go with the French toast bake. Lately, my two favorite things to have in scrambled eggs have been sweet peppers and chives, so I'm dicing up some of the sweet peppers I got from the market, and then I also grabbed a good handful of chives from the garden that I'm just dicing up. And I used to just mix the veggies in, but I find that I actually like to scramble them up first. If I'm not doing like a hash brown scramble or something, I kind of like to just scramble the eggs and then add the veggies after they've cooked. I'm also making a bigger batch of scrambled eggs because Adam and Trevor are going to be eating them too, so I have 9 here that I just scramble up together. And I like to cook my eggs at a high heat and just move them pretty frequently so that they cook quickly and they're nice and fluffy. Once they're done cooking, I take Trevor's portion out and then I add in the veggies. He doesn't like those mixed in. So this is mine and Adam's portion. I mix those in. I add a little bit of reduced fat cheddar cheese, and then that is the scrambled eggs I'm making. And I'm someone who cannot have like pancakes or French toast on the same plate as my eggs or any other breakfast food. I like to have them separate. Adam likes to put them all together, but I just can't do it with the syrup. So I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. But here are my eggs. Okay, my French toast bake is done. This looks delicious. I didn't figure out the points for this exact serving, but I did top it with a little bit of whipped cream I have left over from my Dollar Tree video, so I've just been using this up. It's already melting on there, but I did use that and just a little bit of syrup, and that's my blueberry French toast bake with the market ingredients. So I also used some eggs from the market and made a plate of scrambled eggs with some sweet peppers and cheese, and also some chives from the garden, and this will be our dinner now. So I did also heat up some chicken sausages that I'll have with, actually I'll probably do a couple with the eggs and a couple with the French toast bake because I like the combination both ways. So that wraps up my farmer's market video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me to the market and then making some different recipes using the ingredients that I got. But that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.